The sea has many secrets, and some of them are downright scary. Here are 10 scary things found by submarines. Number 10. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. The Baltic Sea Anomaly is a scary, disc-shaped object that was discovered at the bottom of the Bothnian Sea. A Swedish team of ocean explorers, who call themselves Ocean X, discovered the strange object in June 2011. They took sonar images of the object, and the images went viral. The object was 200 feet in diameter and circular, and appeared to have ramps, stairways, and other odd, unnatural features. Furthermore, the crew claimed that when they got too close to the object, their equipment malfunctioned. The Baltic Sea Anomaly has remained a widely unexplained object since its initial discovery. Some people suggest that it is some sort of underwater Stonehenge, while others suggest that it is clearly a UFO. Either way, it's unnerving. Number 9. The Colossus Squid. In 2007, an underwater research expedition into the Bering Sea canyons led to a scary encounter. Dr. Guggenheim, a famous marine biologist, and his team of researchers were surveying underwater canyons in a submersible submarine, when suddenly, out of nowhere, they were more or less attacked by a giant squid. Giant squid are extremely fast swimmers and can travel at 15 miles per hour. They can grow to a massive 50 feet. They have large tentacles, barbed suckers, and razor-sharp teeth. They are elusive, though, as they live in depths so deep that they are rarely seen in their natural habitat. So instead of being frightened by the giant squid, the team was excited. They managed to capture some footage of the giant squid and gained media attention with their find. Number 8. Bimini Road. The Bimini Road is a half-mile-long road, but unlike most roads, the Bimini Road is underwater. The Bimini Road was found deep in the waters near North Bimini Island. The road is comprised of large rectangular limestone blocks, and images of the underwater road harken to something strange, scary, and ominous. The road was originally discovered on September 2, 1968, but it has since been explored extensively by researchers who have found 2 more parallel pavement-like roads nearby. But what is a road doing on the bottom of the ocean? That question has never been fully answered. The Bimini Road has perplexed scientists and archaeologists for years, and although there has not as of yet been a sufficient, plausible explanation, many people believe that the Bimini Road is the road to the lost city of Atlantis, which makes the road all that more haunting. Before we move on, be sure to subscribe to Daily Top 10s with notifications on. Number 7. The Game of Thrones Brittle Star. Tim O'Hara came across an unsettling discovery in the waters of the South Pacific near New Caledonia. He discovered a unique brittle star, which he named Otheohamus George-Martini, after the famous writer George R.R. Martin. The freakish little brittle star is adorned with thorns that are said to resemble the thorns of the crown from the popular show Game of Thrones. As such, the unique brittle star is colloquially known as the Game of Thrones Brittle Star. Brittle stars in and of themselves are pretty creepy. They've been around for 480 million years, and they have no eyes and no brain. They are really just a pile of nerves, but they are capable of catching prey with mucus-covered arms. The Game of Thrones Brittle Star is especially creepy, though, for its odd, twisting shape and sharp, menacing thorns. Number 6. Arguronetta aquatica. Spiders on land are scary enough, but when a submarine found what appeared to be underwater spiders, they were baffled. The Arguronetta aquatica, also known as the diving bell spider, is a spider that can live underwater. In fact, it is the only known species of spiders that prefers to live almost entirely submerged. It preys, mates, and lays its eggs all below the surface. It even spins its webs in the underwater vegetation. It only needs to surface briefly from time to time to refill its air sacs. This scary little underwater spider, though, is becoming rarer and rarer with time, and scientists are eager to learn more about this odd little arachnid. Number 5. Apollo 11 engines. 14,000 feet below the surface of the water off the Florida coast, the F-1 engines that propelled Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins to the moon were finally discovered. They were discovered by Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos almost exactly 44 years after they were used. Jeff Bezos privately funded the expedition to find the engines, and with a little bit of patience and a lot of money, he was finally successful. The engines were heavily corroded though, and it was difficult to find the serial number. Eventually, they found it, the 2044, which is the number for engine number 5 from Apollo 11. It's a little scary to think that part of the engine that sent men into space simply fell into the ocean and lay there dormant for 44 years. Number 4. Antikythera mechanism. The Antikythera mechanism was discovered in a shipwreck in 1902. At first, archaeologists didn't know what to make of the odd mechanism. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before, with gears that seemed to fit together, triangular teeth, and a ring that was divided into degrees. However, years later, scientists realized that the Antikythera mechanism was some sort of ancient computer. They suggested that it would have been used to predict astronomical events such as eclipses and moon phases. It's thought to be about 2,000 years old and is far more sophisticated than anything else from that time frame. It is, quite literally, the world's oldest computer. But it's also a suggestion that ancient civilizations knew a lot more than we are currently giving them credit for. Number 3. The Mermaid. In the Greenland Sea, 2 submarine occupants came across a startling and scary discovery. A strange hand came out of nowhere and pressed up against the glass of the submarine. The strange hand, with 4 fingers and a thumb, had webbing between its fingers, which led the occupants of the submarine to believe it was some sort of mermaid. Of course, the video that was later posted on social media was subject to a lot of scrutiny. However, one expert declared that it was not a hoax. He pointed out that the submarine was far too deep at 3,000 feet, and that divers can generally only dive to about 1,000 feet. The water pressure would have been too strenuous then at 3,000 feet for anyone to withstand. The creature also had glowing eyes, suggesting that it was nocturnal, and it swam away faster than any human could possibly swim. So what was it? No one knows for sure, as the topic is still open for debate. Number 2. The City of Dwarka. The lost city of Dwarka is an ancient holy city founded by the deity Lord Krishna. It is an important part of the Hindu religion and was once considered to be a palace of pilgrimage. But up until recently, the lost city was just that, lost. It was only a place of legend or myth. However, when remnants of an ancient city were discovered in the ocean by accident by a team of oceanographers from India's National Institute of Ocean Technology, it was decided that it could be quite possibly the lost city of Dwarka. The researchers were doing a survey of pollution when they stumbled upon this sunken city. The city sits at depths of over 100 feet and is quite vast at 5 miles long. Among the ruins are sandstone walls and streets, and some of the ruins could be as old as 9,000 years. This would make these ruins older than any other ruins on the subcontinent, including Egyptian and Chinese. Whether or not scientists have actually found the lost city is not confirmed, but in any case, an underwater, vacant, ancient city is pretty creepy in and of itself. Number 1. The Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench is located in the Challenger Deep section of the Pacific Ocean. It is the deepest spot of any oceans on Earth. Because it is so deep, it's home to a number of creepy and scary marine life, including the goblin shark, the fanfin sea devil, and the fangtooth fish. In fact, the Mariana Trench is considered to be one of the scariest places on Earth. It was discovered by the HMS Challenger on March 23, 1875, but it wasn't until the famous movie director James Cameron decided to fulfill a lifelong dream that the deepest parts of the Mariana Trench were finally explored. Cameron designed the Deep Sea Challenger, which was a 24-foot submersible vehicle to explore the bottom of the trench. His exploration was both scary and amazing. He watched his descent through a 9-inch thick window. The Deep Sea Challenger was also equipped with numerous cameras to record the epic event. He reached a staggering depth of 35,756 feet and described the bottom of the trench as lunar. The pressure that deep was more than 16,000 pounds, and several parts of his equipment broke. Any submarine willing to discover those depths and to venture into waters that scary earns top spot on our list of 10 scary things found by submarines. Check out our previous videos on the top 10 most innocent-looking things that can kill you, and the top 10 unbelievably small dogs. And remember to subscribe to Daily Top 10s with notifications on so you don't miss any of our videos.